Hi parents. There's been a lot of questions about what is going on in second grade math, and I just wanted to jump on here quick and show you what we are doing, why this makes sense, and give you the 3 strategies so that if your child does get stuck with their homework, you can kind of remind them or help them through it. But they were told today to try to do it on their own as best they can and then come back to me if they need help, only because they're still trying to work at these skills using their number sense and not just using the way that we were taught. So let me show you what I mean by that. When we are doing the standard algorithm, I teach this to you so that we can teach this correctly, although technically they shouldn't know anything about it until 4th grade. However, you're all going to teach them it because this is how we were taught. If we have 36 and we are going to take away 18, okay, we have a little chant that says, more on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door, get 10 more. Numbers the same, zeros the game. Okay, so more on the top would be this number would have to be bigger than the bottom number. We don't have that in this case, so we have to keep going. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. This is where we see a lot of issues because we want to tell them to get 1. Well, it's not really a 1, it's 10 that we're taking away. So when I cross out my 30, it's going to become a 20 and I'm bringing 10 more over to them, not just 1, because they get confused when we say bring 1 over. They're going to do 1 and 6 is 7 and then they're still stuck and it's all wrong. So we're bringing 10 over. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 minus 8 would be 8. 20 minus 10 would be 10 and our answer is 18. So I am totally okay if they want to use this strategy. Just please make sure that they're fully grasping what's going on here. We're not bringing 1 over. We're bringing a 10 over, which is how we're getting that number. Because if you just say put a 1 here, they're going to add these and say 1 and 6 is 7. Okay, so just I wanted to talk to you about that. Another strategy that we're using is when they're doing this, they can draw a very quick image to help them. So what this would look like is I have 10s and 1s. They learned how to do this today all the way up to the 100s. So I'm just going to make a T chart. These are my 10s. These are my 1s. I'm going to put 30 and 6. I need to take away 18. So what does that look like? Well, here's my 10 and I need to take away 8. I don't have 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbundle this. So I'm going to take a 10 and I'm going to unbundle it over here. And I know that 1 10 is 10 1s. So I'm going to make 10 1s over here. And then I'm also going to cross this out because I'm unbundled it and I'm over here. Now I can take those 8 away. So here goes 6, 7, and 8. What do I have left? Okay, I have 8 and I have 1 10, which is 10. 10 and 8 equals 18. All right, so this is a way that they were finding to be the most comfortable with in class today. And like I said, we went all the way into the 100s and, or to the hundreds place, and they were totally understanding that. One more way that a lot of the kids were doing, and we are supposed to teach it, is called the arrow way. You decide how you feel about it. But what that means is if we are working with big numbers, which is what we are touching on already. So if I did 570 and I needed to subtract 290, okay, that's tricky for them, especially when they're just learning what this means and what am I supposed to do. So what we're going to do first is we're going to find those friendly numbers. What way can we help us here? So I'm going to start by doing 570. And I know how to take away 200. Okay, so what does that look like with the arrow method? 570, I'm going to use an arrow, take away 200, and I know that my answer is going to be 370. Okay, now I have 290. Well, I can see that there's 70 here. So I think I can take 70 away, and that would be simple for me. So now I'm going to go 570 minus 200. Equals 370. Now I'm going to take away 70. So I've taken away 200. I've taken away 70. My answer is 300. Okay, but I'm taking really away 290. I've only taken away 270. They know the difference here is still 20. So I need to take 20 more away. So I'm at 300. If I go ahead and finish that and take 20 away, most of them are able to tell you that that would be then 280. Okay, so this is the arrow way. It's a lot more work, but they're able to check and see where they've made their mistakes as they're working. It's a great way for me to also really understand how much they get the concepts with the numbers, and just they sound really, really sure of themselves if they're understanding what they're doing. So this is the arrow method. This is just going to be using our tens and ones or using a T chart to draw out what we're doing. And then of course this would be the algorithm, a little bit tricky, but they're working at understanding that. So these are just our 3 subtraction strategies we're working on right now to help them. And if you have any questions, message me. Good luck. Please don't fight with them on their homework. If there's tears, just put it away. We have lots of time to work on this from now till the end of the year. And to get them to work really hard, we also started multiplication today. And so if I can get them to work on this, then I let them know that we'll do some multiplication, and they stay really excited, and most of them are engaged without feeling overwhelmed. So message me if you have any questions. Just breathe. Second grade math is tough, but I promise you we're setting good foundations so that it will be a breeze as they learn new standards throughout the years. Thanks, parents. Have a good night.